They buried this for 50 years. Bob Marley didn't just make music. Behind closed doors, there were CIA files, betrayals, poisonings, and secrets that powerful people spent decades trying to keep quiet. And some of them are still being denied to this day. Today, we're going through 5 of them, every single one. Welcome back to the Studio Chronicles. Stick with me until the last one, because that final fact is the one that changes how you see everything you thought you knew about Bob Marley. Fact 1. The CIA was watching him. Most people think of Bob Marley as a peaceful reggae legend spreading love and unity. What they don't tell you is that the United States government considered him a threat. Declassified documents have confirmed that the CIA had Bob Marley under active surveillance during the 1970s. Why? Because his music wasn't just music, it was a movement. His songs were spreading across Jamaica, the Caribbean, and deep into Africa, rallying the poor, the oppressed, and the politically restless. At a time when the Cold War was being fought in every corner of the developing world, a black man with a microphone and a message that powerful was dangerous to people in high places. The US government was keeping tabs on artists, activists, and leaders who could shift public consciousness, and Marley was near the top of that list. The peaceful prophet had a file. Fact 2. The assassination attempt nobody fully explains. In December 1976, 2 days before Bob Marley was set to perform at a free political concert in Kingston, Jamaica, gunmen broke into his home and opened fire. Marley was shot in the chest and arm. His manager, Don Taylor, took 5 bullets. His wife, Rita, was also shot. Marley performed the concert anyway, 2 days later, with his wounds still fresh. He stood on that stage and said, "The people who are trying to make this world worse aren't taking a day off. How can I?" Here's what history glosses over. The attack was never fully solved. No one was ever convicted. The identities and true motivations of the shooters remain murky to this day. Given the surveillance Marley was already under, and the political powder keg Jamaica was sitting on at the time, a lot of people have asked the same question for decades. Who really sent those gunmen, and why has the answer never come? Fact 3. The poisoned boot. This one sounds like a conspiracy theory until you look at the timing. Shortly before the assassination attempt, Bob Marley received a gift, a pair of boots sent by a man named Carl Colby, the son of former CIA Director William Colby. When Marley put the boot on, he felt a sharp pain in his toe. A copper wire was found embedded inside. Not long after, the toe became infected. Some researchers and people close to Marley have suggested that wire was laced with something, a substance designed to cause illness or worse. Marley's team has spoken about this over the years. Whether it was an intentional act of sabotage or a dark coincidence, the timing is difficult to ignore. The toe never healed properly, and that persistent infection in his foot is directly connected to what came next. Fact 4. The cancer he was talked out of treating. In 1977, Bob Marley was diagnosed with acral lentiginous melanoma, a rare and aggressive form of skin cancer found under the nail of that same infected toe. Doctors told him clearly the toe needed to be amputated. Early amputation gave him a real chance at survival. Marley refused. His Rastafarian faith taught that the body must remain whole, and amputation went against everything he believed. Some accounts also suggest that people around him, advisors, handlers, discouraged him from pursuing aggressive Western medical treatment. He instead sought alternative treatment, and the cancer was left to spread. By the time Marley finally sought serious medical intervention in 1980, it was too late. The cancer had moved to his brain, lungs, and stomach. He died on May 11, 1981. He was 36 years old. A simple surgery in 1977 might have saved his life. Fact 5. The battle over his estate. This is the one most people still don't know, and it gets ugly. Bob Marley died without a will. That single fact triggered one of the longest, most bitter estate battles in music history. His wife Rita, his mother Cedella, his children, and business associates spent decades fighting over the rights to his name, his music, and his image. Rita Marley was at one point accused of forging Bob's signature on documents to transfer assets. She was found liable by a Jamaican court. The fortune generated by Bob Marley's legacy, which now runs into hundreds of millions of dollars annually, became a war zone. The man who sang about unity and love left behind a family torn apart by money, lawyers, and power. The icon the world celebrates every April 20th, every reggae festival, every time someone hangs his face on a poster. That icon was built on top of a legal battlefield his family is still navigating today. Bob Marley wasn't just a reggae artist. He was a symbol, a target, and a man whose story was carefully curated for public consumption. While the darker, messier truth was quietly set aside, the surveillance, the shooting, the poisoned boot, the cancer he was talked out of treating, the estate war that fractured his family, none of that fits on a poster, but all of it is real. The full story of Bob Marley is still being told because too many people with too much to lose have spent too long making sure certain parts of it stay buried. Drop a comment. Which one of these facts hit you the hardest? And did you already know about the poisoned boot? And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. This is the Studio Chronicles. We'll see you in the next one.